Alrighty, we're on air, and welcome back. We got Aidyn in the house. Aidyn's first day back since school. I'll ask him how school went in private time. But anyways, I'm just trying to get him set on what we're doing here. And basically, we've got the floor sheathed, and me and Jolene did the bead rolling. Jolene worked the wheel, and I worked the bead roller, trying to get it straight and whatever. We've got it all put down. I showed you how I was going to do that. Jolene said there were some comments, thought that the floor was welded to the chassis. Well, no, I've got it bolted to the chassis. So this floor comes off the chassis. So when we get it connected to the car, we can take the car off, and this is part of the car. This is the inside sill of the car. This has nothing to do with the chassis. This is the floor that we've made for the car. When Aidyn first came in, I showed him the squirrely mess, but the bead rolling that we got a little bit crooked. Just wanted to tell him that everybody's human, basically. That's what I was trying to tell him. But it looks really nice as far as I'm concerned, and it's really strong. I don't want to stand up there on wet feet, but it's really strong. There's no ping pong in it, and basically what I mean by ping pong is there's no warpage of the panel, because you still can warp the panels even though you're putting the floor pan on and you've got a bead rolled in it. You still can warp it. So basically what I did is we did a little bit of this one, we put that one on, did a little bit of that one, we come over here, then we put this one on, did a little bit of this one, then I can go back and tack it on and finish it off. And as I got going on this one, we put this one in. Basically we just carried it all the way up until we got it welded on, but we did not weld them all on at once. We don't want any of the panels going ding dong, ping pong. You know what I mean by oil can? Like you're pressing something that kind of we don't want that. And we have not got that. I feel like the floor that we have made would be very good for, if you were insulating it, you could put your insulation inside where it's beads, where it's stepped down, and that way the carpet would lay nice down on that. So I'm just trying to explain to Aidyn what we're doing. We've got the 40 outside. It's not the best of day out, but it's nice. It's Aidyn's first day, and we're going to get him dirty as we can. Basically what I'm trying to explain to Aidyn what I'm doing, because it's first day here. What I'm going to do is we're going to set the A pillar. The A pillar is the door pillar on the 40 out there. We're going to set that down here where it needs to be. And then the B pillar will go down here where it needs to be. We're going to coat out all the wheel wells. We have a wheel well here. We're going to cut all the wheel wells out of the car so we can set the wheel wells in. So basically, what we're going to leave on the car is just the outside shell. Let's go here for a second. As we're doing this, the outside shell is the quarter panels, the doors, the cowl, the firewall, a little bit of the firewall, the roof, and whatever. I've started cutting it out. This is what I'm cutting out. That's what it looks like. That's what it is. You can see. Oh, it doesn't show it on that side. On some of the sides, it's just not what I want to have for the floor. It's not what I want to have. I want something that looks a lot better than that, or just looks a little bit better. You can see how it's overlapped on this side quite a bit. There was quite a few pieces of metal overlapped there, 3 or 4 pieces. It's not what I want. So the A pillar is right down there. We're going to have to clean that off, get that cut out of there. All the metal's coming out. We want the B pillar cleaned off. We want that out. And basically, we want all the wheel wells out and all the back floor out. And then we're going to put it up on the hoist and put it down on the car. Do not know if we're going to get it done in one vid. Not sure, but we're going to go for it. You haven't forgot how to use the grinder?
No.
All right. Well, it's been a while. You never know.
It's been a bit.
It's been a bit. What we're going to do now is we're going to do a little bit of, what can I say? I'll say a little bit. We want to put some brace inside the car so we can, when we pick the car up, it doesn't fold up and fall down. When I picked it up last time, the body has to set on, the hoist arm sets on the outside here. It doesn't have no room, because if I set it underneath the car, it'll go down on top of the floor, if you know what I'm trying to say. Because this post on the front here, where the hinge is, comes on the outside of this. So where you know where that, so it comes in here. So if I had the hoist underneath the car, the hoist would come down in here, we wouldn't be able to get the car down. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in there and we're going to run some square stock there. We're going to run it from pillar to inside A pillar to inside A pillar, run it straight across, and then when the car comes down, it'll stop it. Gotcha. And then we can weld something from the A pillar to the floor to connect it. Yeah. We'll do the exact same thing to the back panel. We'll take and run a piece of square stock across. Then when we set it down, it'll stop it, and then we can weld something to the B pillar to the floor to make it stay. The wheel wells will be cut out. There's a wheel well there. We'll cut all the back floor out, and then we'll shove them in. A little bit, a lot, I'm not sure, but the inside, see this piece right here? The inside, this side piece right here, see that piece?
Yep. Well,
that piece there is for when the car goes down. When we match everything up and want to tie the car and the aprons down, we want it, all the outside sheet metal is going to come down and go to it.
And weld to that piece.
And weld to that piece.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say? So A pillar goes down, and any sheet metal that's on the outside that needs to be connected to the car, we come down and go in to weld to that.
Gotcha.
And we also found a mock-up tire. What do you think, Aidyn?
Holy. So
we want to put that underneath the car. So I'm thinking that I really didn't have to do that yet, but I'm thinking that's the kind of tire we want right there for the back of the car. Did you see the car we're building yet, sort of? Like it's the Hot Wheels car?
Yeah.
It's kind of it's a big monster, but we want big tires on it. We want high in the air. We're not looking for a gasser. Gasser is generally higher in the air than the front. We're going to make a hot rod of it. We're going to give it a little bit of an attitude. But basically, what I'm going to do is, just thinking now for a second, I want to tie the two A pillars together. And you can see, I'm going to go in there and point them to you. We're going to get you here with the square stock. So I'm going to be working out here, working in there, and you're going to be working out here.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you this grinder. We're going to take off, we'll get you to take off that flapper wheel. Just hold the button and turn it off by hand. Put your gloves on maybe. We'll do with what we have. That's what we're going to do with. We might even do a little tape measure work together.
All right.
I don't know what that's going to go like, but I try these the Walt ones first. They seem to last quite a while.
Cool.
Yeah. I get a tape measure. We have one of these tires in the house. That's our what do you call that? Our coffee table. We'll get a piece of glass on it, lay it on its side, and a piece of our coffee table. But I'm thinking that's a good sized tire for the back of that car to make it look the way we want it to look. Tape measure for you. We're going to take some of this stuff outside. Kind of got Aidyn jumping in the middle of things, but there's no other better place to start is in the middle.
Yeah.
You can cut it out here any way you want to.
Oh,
Basically,
okay.
what I'm thinking is, if you're going to cut this stuff, cut it and let this piece fall off. If you know what I mean. So whatever piece you're cutting, when you're cutting, just let that piece fall off so you don't get any binding going on, and you're not on your back or on your knees or anything. You can be on your knees if you want to. You can cut it that way if you want to. Kind of in the water there, isn't he?
That's all right.
Is it all right?
Yeah, it's not
well,
bad.
now we'll pull this table over. Or we can cut it on the ground there. You're not scared of the ground, are you?
No.
Hope not. That'll get you in the water.
Okay.
Basically, what I want to do is I'm going to get back inside and go and clean a spot up so we can weld it on the A pillar. We're going to have to get a welder going. We're kind of going to be in a little bit of a mess. Well, not a mess. We're going to have to be running for things to get it rocking and rolling. But we'll get it. There's a tape measure for you.
Okay.
Do you want a marker, or you just going to... marker might help you.
I brought one from last year.
All right.
I got one. Had him somewhere.
Man, you gotta like that. He's not wasting any material. I find these ones really good. I find they always mark, I find. Okay. These ones are really good. And if you'd like, I'd like you to see you shoot the sparks out this way.
Okay, yep. Outside.
We have I gotta give him an extension cord. That would help you get power to your... I'm gonna have to probably rig up the other welder just because we're not gonna be able to get the 220 welder out there all the way. I would plasma cut some of it out of there, but there's water out there. I'm not interested in being electrocuted.
Fair point.
Yeah, fair point. I'm just gonna go inside there, make a couple measurements. You got glass, safety glasses?
Yep.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna go inside. If you wanna bring the camera in with me there, Jolene, you wanna come take a look, Aidyn?
Sure.
You wanna go up by the window, sweetheart? Instead of my behind would probably be better. I've got the doors welded shut on this, and I suggest anybody that's cutting a car apart or doing anything like this, get your doors, well, once the doors are welded shut, it's not really going anywheres because this is, you know, you'd have to bend the door for it to go anywheres. And I've got 3 tacks down this side. That post is quite tight, and that was from before, tried to get it right. But what's going on here is I've got this metal here. You want to come to the side door maybe? I'm not sure, baby. I've got this post right here. This has to be completely cleaned off. We want to get that completely cleaned off so we can set that on the floor, get it down by the floor, and then we can weld something to it. We don't want this piece. This piece has already been made. That's the floor construction that's in there. But I want to get a piece of square stock going from there to this pillar. That's A pillar to A pillar. So when we set it down on the floor, it will stop, and then we can connect these to our inside sill. See the inside sill is that piece that's hanging down. See this piece going here? You can get your head. Come in.
Yeah, big head. There we go.
I got her chopped too low. He can't get his head in. So see this piece that's going down this way?
Yep.
That's that inside sill piece that I showed you. So now when we slide this down on the inside, now this can be welded all the way down along that metal on the inside instead of, it's probably not going to sit right on top. It'll go on the outside of it.
And then between.
And then I can weld it to it, and then we can weld this to the square stock on top. So this is the floor here, and where the post goes all the way down past, that is the inside sill that I made.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And whatever's left over, we cut off.
Cool.
So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to clean that one off. I'm going to clean that one off. I'm going to give you a measurement, and then we're going to run a piece of square stock from there to there. And that means when we let the car down, it can't go no further than what's going across. And that's just holding it, but we'll connect the A pillar to the inside sill.
Yeah, so just lay on top and the sides will hang
You got her,
over.
Pontiac.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to put these earmuffs on. And we got to do a couple little things to brace it up. That's for sure. You just bear with me, Aidyn.
Yeah.
And hold tight, and we'll do this together. I'm going to cut a couple things off. Let's see, I want to get this out of here. See how that's in there?
Yeah.
I just want, it don't look good. It don't look good. So I'm going to cut it off. Now see how it's rotten down there and how they got that piece on there? I'm going to try to get rid of that too, I guess. Why not? Also, I'm going to actually clean those 2 A pillars off. I'm just going to cut them and clean them off right here. Clean that off. Because the firewall will not let it go away. You know what I mean? I still got all this here, which holds that from spreading.
Gotcha.
So I'm just going to clean it off, and we'll get our piece run across and go with it. Wow. Major surgery first thing in the morning. That's the best time to do surgery first thing in the morning, isn't it?
Wide awake, ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you see we got it beefed up there quite heavy. And I'm going to cut it out of there, I guess. Well, there's a start. Cleaner than it was.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to get you to cut me a piece, Aidyn. I got it somewhat figured out. I'm going to have a bad back by the time I get out of here, I can tell. We can go inside there. If we want to go inside or what we're going to do. Cut me a piece, we'll say 43. Let me do this again, just to make sure that 43 should be good.
43?
43 inches.
All right. Better to be bigger or smaller than 43? On the bigger side.
Yeah, it doesn't really much matter. A little on the bigger side.
Bigger side. Okay.
Cut on the other side. 43.
43.
43.
43.
Under what is that? What is that? I or O? I bet your Aunt Mara would tell us, wouldn't she? I'm going to cut this side out on this side. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the square stock. I'm going to come to the side one. I'm not sure if you can see from that way or not. I'm going to stick the square stock inside this hole. And inside that hole, I'm going to weld it on either side. And then when we set the car down on the floor, that's the square stock going across is going to hold us and let us be where we're going to be. Where the post keeps going down, that's where the inside sill comes in hand. That's where we connect that A pillar to and make it weld up good. And then we'll also connect it from the top. We'll weld up a nice piece here and then bring it on top of the floor. But we'll do a good job. I'm also thinking that we're going to be okay with the car not coming apart and going all funny because the firewall will not let it go apart. You'd have to rip that firewall apart to make that A-pillar take off. Also, where the doors are connected to the quarter panels, nothing's going to get out of shape and get bent. You'd have to bend the door and the roof to get everything out of shape. So that's why I'm thinking that we're okay that way. Put them right to work first thing. Cut me a piece of metal. You take your time, Aidyn. I'm not there yet, so you just make sure you get yourself ready.
Oh, yeah.
And do as you need to be done. So, that's what I'm saying. The doors were welded shut, and you'd have to rip the firewall apart for the main pillars to take off. So I think we're good. I think we're good. tough go at first, get things rocking and rolling, but it's quite thick. You think things aren't, you think that you haven't got a whole lot of metal, but
Holy moly.
Generally that's what goes on. Alrighty, you want to pass that bad boy in. What's going on here, Lo? I know where the bottom of that one is, and I know where the bottom of that one is because it's right there. So basically, I can stick that in there. Just going to bend this up a little bit, get her. That's the bottom of that hole, and I would go to the bottom of the other hole on this side. And we put a little bit of weld on it. When we cut everything out, it'll go to that part. Yeah. I'm thinking that I'm up there a little bit on that one. Look at the metal on that, would you? Look how thick that is compared to this one. Alrighty. Bolts are going through that one. Now I want to take and bring, I'll take this out. Cut this out. Wow. Hard to imagine, eh? Hard to imagine. Holy smokes. That's the inside sill I'm cutting, that piece that goes down in. That's it. That's stinky. Stinky. I gotta stand up for a second. My knees are gonna go south on me. This is where the hinge is going. We got a bolt going through this way, and then we got a bolt going through the other way on the other hinge. It's not even hinged. Yes, it is. Checking my... She wants to check me, boys. Can't say as a blamer. I'm good, she says. Alrighty. We're going to have to tow a welder out here and see if we can't get that welded in there, because that's our first piece that we need put on. So I'm coming out. Bring this welder with me. There's a grinder. Ouch. I'd put it up on the hoist, but I want it to stay together. Hard to believe I want it to stay together before we do that. You want to help me pull this thing back some, Aidyn?
Yeah.
This, I want you to pull this back to about to there. That's where that generally went, right there.
Okay.
So we're going to pull the car back that far.
Where are you grabbing it from?
I'm just going to grab it from here and down here. Down
Okay.
here some. Right down here.
Okay, you go.
Right there would be your best bet.
Gotcha.
Pull on that part, not this part, down here.
Gotcha.
Good. Get off the wire cord. Alrighty. Good. Right on. I'm going to weld that first piece in. Would be a good idea. You're gonna check me, sweetheart? It's a hard thing to do. Bear with us if you want to see it being done. Bear with us. I'm going to see if the welder will reach. And if it doesn't, then we're into getting another welder going. That's the hard part of it. Or not the hard part, the sad part is that I only got one 220 hookup. That's sometimes why I do not run to the plasma cutter, because I have to unplug the welder and I don't think we're going to get it. Do what you got to do, so that's not going to get it, is it? We're not going to get it from there. That cord's not that long. Damn it!
Can pull it back a bit more.
We could pull it right in, but is it still going to reach? You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to reach even if I do pull it in. So, see which one's got wire. We've got wire that was given to us. Yes, we do. No wire. We've got wire down there, though. Ooh. No wire. What? Well, no wire. We've got both, just that we have to hook it up. Alrighty. This is 023, I think. Do you know how to hook these wires up, do you?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you if you don't. This is 023. Got the timer on, see how fast we can do this? Aidyn, there's a bottle back there, right there on that side. You want to grab it by the air compressor?
All right. You mean the argon tank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just take that and set that aside. Set that right in there. Good man, good man. I guess it doesn't matter, but I don't like how that sits in there. You know that? It sits on an angle.
Oh, okay, leaning a little bit.
Ah! Why is that? Damn thing. Anyways, take this off. Is there any, will you take the end off that welder and just see if there's any wire left in that bad boy?
Yep.
Yes, there is.
Let's see.
Just take the end off, take the nozzle off itself, unscrew it. Here's a pair of pliers to pull the wire out. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Do 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 do. Great day to be alive, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Great day to be alive. Put that on there. Got that on there. Hoping that's right. Take it off just so if it isn't or not. Don't know what's going on there. Everything's fantastic.
What would you like with the spare wire?
I'm not sure. Just probably throw it right in the garbage. And the garbage is on the other side, and you'll find it. I guarantee it. It's on the other side. Just go through this way. Or actually, don't matter. It's on that side. You can put it anywhere. It's tall. It doesn't matter.
All right.
Yeah. Just wind her up so you're not tripping on it.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Alrighty. And pull that off. Get something to cut it. I need my glasses. Got me running now, baby. See any glasses around? Nope. I need I and C focals. What? C and I focals there. There they are.
And the gloves.
Okay, on this thing to load these things, that just goes down there. I guess quite a bit of pressure on that. Not sure, but to unload, he just pulled the wire out of it. I just pulled this down, unload that, then the wire will take right off. We got the old wire out, the new wire's right here. I'm going to undo this. I'm going to hold it on the right side. If you let this wire go, it will definitely take off. So we got my hand on my wire. We have to thank the people that sent us this wire. We appreciate it, and we're going to use it. Wow, it's quite a big. It says 025, but I call it 023. I'm going to bend that up. Roll that through there. Hoping I got my hand on it. Missed the hole. I'm going to put it in our little groove. Sometimes you can have, see our little groove where the wire goes in? We're in. I'm going to plug it in, and Aidyn's going to, you're going to leave that end off until the wire comes out. So see how we got the end right now? Aidyn's got the nozzle off and the tip. So the tip's going to stay off until we get the wire to come out through. Then he'll put the tip back on and then put the nozzle on. If you try to leave the tip in, sometimes it'll jam up on the end of the tip. So it's always good to take the tip out. You generally try to hold this wire out straight. Pull the trigger there, Aidyn. See if it. Go ahead. Keep going. You're going good. Awesome. You just hold her. Generally what you should do, or what I do, is I try not to turn on your gas while you're doing that, because if you turn on your gas while you're doing that, well then you're wasting gas. And we got this thing wired out there straight. And then when the wire comes out, he'll stop and then proceed to put the tip on. And then the nozzle. What's that, sweetheart?
Tip's not going up.
You know what? It could be cut. The cut on it might not be right, if you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like the cut on it.
Yeah, it seems alright.
All right, just pull the trigger a little bit. Let's cut it again because it's bent. You would never want that where it's bent. Yeah. Let's get a better cut on the end of it. I don't know why I keep them around, the pliers that don't work. If you know what I'm trying to say, the ones I can't even open. Try that one, see if that'll go in there now. Push on it. There we go. Hey!
Excellent.
Sometimes the cut of the wire puts a little burr on the end of it.
Okay, and just stops it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And also, them tips are probably the best. We probably should order tips next time I do this. Put this on the side. Shut that off just for a second. Tip back on.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Cooking with gas. I don't know if it's a good idea to cook with gas or not, but I guess it means we're doing okay. This one rolls nice. Yeah, you just keep going like that, Aidyn. Right straight ahead, brother. Right to the car. Please and thank you. Look at that. The sun's coming out for us. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it right up to the side here.
All right. You going to put it through the window, or?
I'm going to put it through the window. Pull that out. Pull that to the side. I can reach in there now, can I not? What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Slide that dip. Well, maybe just hang it over the side. Don't let it get wet yet.
Gotcha.
I don't want to get electrocuted yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Here, I'm going to turn this back on.
All right.
I'm going to turn the gas on. Just see. All right. Pull the trigger on a second. I haven't got it plugged in. I got to plug it in before it works. That's the main. That's one of the objectives of having a welder. You got to plug it in. Yeah, it's his one. It's his. Where's the end of this welder? Can you see? Or the end of it? There. I just want to pull the trigger and see where the gas is set at. That's all. And you can just pull the trigger. Do it again. Yeah, one more time. Seems to be okay. Can you hear gas coming out of it?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Alrighty, we're set up with gas. We're cooking with gas now. We got the welder in there. I'll turn it up where it's supposed to be, I guess. I'm gonna get a pair of gloves. And I'm just going back inside and I'm gonna weld that along that post. That piece of square stock on that post, and when we set it down, it will stay. Then we got one more to weld across from the B pillar. That's the back post, or the back of the door. We'll weld it going straight across. And then we'll maybe weld one down through the middle maybe so it can't go, I'm not sure. The door should hold it shut. Basically what I'm saying is nothing, unless one of them welds break off that door, the car can't move, you know. It's all braced up, you know. It's pretty hard to the car to bend open if the door is welded shut. If you know what I mean, the metal would have to pull apart. So I'm thinking we're good that way. I guess basically we're just worried about going this way and going down over the body too far. So
Gotcha.
I'm going back in. I'm going to weld that on there. Need a helmet. I would have got you to pass that to me. Actually, I'll just take it in right now.
All right.
Get you to pass me a tape measure, Aiden, and I'm going to get you to do another cut.
All right.
So we're going to do this cut right now. We're going to go from here, this pillar to this pillar, because we're going to keep that the same distance. We don't want it to squeeze in on us.
Sure.
And the floor is right there. We know where the floor is. We'll measure down, try to keep it the same. I'll just put it on the back side of that, I think, what I'm going to do. So we're going to say 54 should be great.
54?
54. So basically what's going on right now is I'm welding the A pillar to A pillar, a piece of square stock going across, so when we set it down on the car, it does not go down past where we want it to go. We want it to rest where I want it to. And this is going to stop it from going down too far. This one up here is a little high in my opinion. I would always say, try to weld it where you can cut it off, but we'll see if I can get it cut off after or not. We'll see. And I want it to stay for now. Probably welder's turned up a little speed, a little too high, but I'm going to go there. And I'm going to go there. We can adjust it a little bit. If we're a little bit high or a little bit low, we can adjust it. You want to turn my wire speed down just a little bit. It's on probably 6. Just where it's going up, 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 up like that just means it's going too fast. Just turn it down just a little tiny bit. Got it? Okay, thank you. More even now, you hear it? Alrighty. I can't see that going anywhere. So I got that hole right there. I got this on that hole. And I got on this side on that hole. And if if I want to adjust it a little bit when we get it down on, it's not exactly perfect, then I can just put a little shim under either side that I have. And that way there, this bar can be used for adjustment. You want to check my leg. Got it? Okay, so Aidyn's cutting me another one right now. And we're going from the B pillar to the B pillar. And this is what's going to happen in the back here. Once that gets done, I think I'm going to run one from here, from underneath here, down to this bottom of this quarter panel, because that's where we're picking it up. All this is going to be cut out. So basically, we're going to cut this wheel well out right around there. And we're going to be putting a new wheel well in all the way around there. So there's going to be nothing left in the back other than the quarter panel. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Quarter panel. All that is gone. I'm not liking that. It's not really that clean. I wouldn't invest my time in that. But so what we're going to do is we're going to probably put a piece of square stock from underneath here. This is in there very tight. You'd have to pull the roof off, and you'd have to open the doors up for that to lift up. Gotcha. We've got that welded. So basically we're running a piece of square stock from there down to the quarter panel at the bottom, and that way there, when we put the hoist on it, it's like an ag. We have a piece of straight piece going there, so that quarter panel won't bend up because there's not going to be nothing there. If I just put it on that piece of metal, it would crush it.
Yeah, just bend it right up.
Yeah, it would crush it. So we'll put a piece of square stock from down there down to there, so when the hoist picks up on it, it can't go anywhere. But first we're going to use this one. We're going to go down far as there, and we're going to have to cut this side on this side to get it to go down even. And I'm going to give you another measurement, Aidyn.
All right.
God bless you for showing up. I'd have to be down and in and out and in and up and down and on. I'd rather not. So what I'm going to do is, and you might have to cut it a couple times. I might give you the wrong measurement, but okay. We're down hard on there is where we're going to hit. Let's try 30 and 5/8.
30 and 5/8.
So let me count it. I want to see if I get it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5/8. It's the one after the ½ inch.
One after the ½ inch.
Actually, give me. I'll adjust it in here. Why don't you give it to me at 30 3/4?
30 3/4.
30 3/4. You have your own tape?
I do indeed.
30 3/4, and you just make it on the long side. So draw 30 3/4 in your line and go on the long side of the line.
All
if
right.
you know what I mean. I don't know what that means, but long side of the line, but on the other side it would make it longer. How's that? So basically I got this one. I'm going to take and cut that a little bit out. We want that to sit down there fairly good. I want to take this little piece off here, and if you want to come to the other side, baby, I can show you what I'm cutting off. I feel better now. Feel better now. Working. Now working. Oh, got that unplugged. Aidyn,
Yes.
am I able to get you to pass me the yellow stenchion cord? There's a yellow stenchion cord behind that door, maybe.
Fine. Which door?
That door right there, where the brick is on it. There's a yellow extension cord. Just turn around and go to the door. See the door there?
This
where
door?
the brick is against it. Turn around, Aidyn. Turn around.
Ah, gotcha.
No worries. It's probably behind the door.
A little bit.
All right, you got her?
Yeah, she's
all right,
a
cool.
little wet, but...
I take it if it's live.
Oh, I see.
Just move the brick.
Yep.
Yeah, just move that brick and then you're free rolling.
There we go. There we are.
Is there a light on the end of it?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What?
She's live, yep.
She's live? She's in the water and everything. Perfect.
Yeah.
Try that off a little. Just going to cut this off. Thank you.
No worries.
If you just want to put that brick against that door, because if it don't, it'll take off. Just slide it.
Sweet.
Just go easy on it. There's a connection behind there.
I
just
see.
put that fairly tight and then put the brick on it, because if not, it'll take off. Perfect. Perfect.
Good stuff.
So just flatten that off on that side. Just flatten that off. So we get that down where we want to get. So we want to get that down in there. And we're going to cut this one down on this side. So I can weld it along there. I'm going to get this one cut on this side. Basically all I want. It's not in the best condition on this side, but it gets me down where I need to be. Alrighty. Welder still turned on, is it? Cool. Weld that there. Just trying to fit a piece of metal in there. That'll work. There we go. Just going to weld that on the face of that. Cut it off after. It's going to have to hold that. I'm hoping. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Now weld this one here. So you see what I'm doing here, Aidyn? I just got that flattened off, and that flattened off where the floor used to be, and we'll cut that all out. Okay. That's coming off. That's coming off. This is setting on top of the floor. Mm-hmm. So you got my piece cut, and this is here is only so we can pick it up with the hoist. That's basically all it is for. And you did a beautiful job. Beautiful. Just gonna put that down there, tack that there. is just there for the hoist. If you know what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
It's just there for the hoist. Let's do another one.
Same.
Then I think we could probably pick it up with the hoist and cut the rest of the floor out.
Okay.
Possibly. See what happens. Thirty and 3/4.
30 3/4, same.
30 3/4.
All right.
I'm hoping that'll hold. It'll bend a little bit, but it'll be hard to bend that right close by. And that way there, when we put the hoist underneath the back of the quarter panel, we cut the wheel wells free. It's got this right here to hold it up. Not going to crush that quarter panel. That quarter panel is going to be cut off in the end, no doubt in my mind, but we need something for strength when we pick it up. If you just cut the wheel wells out of it and put the hoist underneath it, it would just crush the quarter panels. We don't want that. Not yet. Not yet. I probably could cut that out. I'm going to cut this out while he's doing that. I'm going to cut this off. Probably easier to cut them off than up in the air, I suppose. See what happens. Cool. This is just temporary. Just wet down in there, that's what that noise is. Alrighty. I'm saying that the doors are welded shut and it can't come this way. The doors are welded shut, can't come this way. Talking to myself and you, I suppose. You want to, and the firewall's in there, so it can't open up this way. Plus, we got that square stock going across. When we pick the back up, it won't crush the corner panels because we got a piece going from there to there. It's not going to crush that exhaust pipe, or it's not going to open the doors up because they're welded. Let's do it. Get it up on the hoist, I guess. We'll get you to turn off the welder, Aidyn, probably. We'll go from there. think I want to weld. Actually, I'm going to cut this first. I'm going to just put the trunk lid back on and tack it on both sides, and then the back can open up. I know this would hold it shut. Yeah, just kind of thinking out loud. I want to cut all the way down along there. Alrighty. So I'll just cut that part. I'm just going to cut right across here to that wheel well, because that's where that's being cut out. So we'll cut this off here. Cut this across here to that wheel well, because this is all being cut out. Make a cut across there. We'll put it up and tack this back down, and then we'll cut the whole floor out of it.
Cool.
Just like that. Just turn this welder back on.
Sure.
Turn this welder around, Abe. Just
yeah.
Perfect. That'll work.
Good.
Well, except for them extension cords. Just go underneath of them.
Yeah, gotcha.
Both of them. Yep. Cool. Cool. See how that come apart, me letting it go?
Yeah, pulled off.
Up, up, Sambo, she's gonna go. Alrighty. The grinder can stay there. We'll take and slide this here. This will go here. Take these off so I can hear what's going on. Slow down a little bit. All right, Aidyn. Let's. I'm going to pick. So you can see the square stock in there. I'm not sure if you want to come back some more. I'm just going to try this one, see what this one goes like. I'm going to pick this up, and you're just going to slide that underneath that.
Underneath that corner.
Yeah, just push it underneath there. We only want to go in, say, we only want to go in that far with this.
Yeah.
So we only want to go in that far because it's going to slide down over the body.
Gotcha.
If I can pick it up. Just a second here. I'm going to get down on my knees. Yeah. Pull the little red thing. Yep, perfect. A second. I'll get it up a little higher and push it in further. Pull your red thing. We'll slide in for you. Here, we got her. Good. That's good enough for that. That ain't going nowhere, I don't think. Now, let's do that, won't we? Let's go to the other side.
All right.
When these things move, or they won't move for you, just got to pull that.
Pull the red.
That one there is not doing too bad, I think. Might stop on you. I just want to see. I want to cut the wheel well out of that. Yep, we can cut it out on that one. I suppose once that's underneath there, it won't matter. We'll just go this way, and we'll do the exact same thing.
Same thing.
Exact same thing. Just a little further. Pull your button. A second. All right.
A bit farther.
Lift it, he says. Lift it. Okay.
How's that?
Yeah. A little further. Nah, that should work. Nope.
Oh. Try again.
There we go. Let's try that. Actually, let's turn that thing around and go this way.
Okay.
Pull it. Just turn that around. Turn this around. This way. There we go. See what happens. It's not hitting that, but it will when we get on the front, I think.
All right.
We're still on this side. Probably could go in a little ways, but. All right, we're nice. Let's do the front. I'm thinking that hinge should not move. I'm thinking it shouldn't. I'd like to put it underneath there, but I'm not sure.
Right under the door line.
Let's go underneath this piece right here. See this piece right here is part of the A-pillar. We're just going underneath there.
Yep.
We'll go underneath there. We'll say that far.
That far in here.
Probably to that. Maybe there on that.
All right.
There. That's good. I'm thinking. Yeah. Not bad. Let's do the other side, just like that one.
Same thing.
Same thing. Try not to get wet if you don't have to. Yeah. Turn that around, yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Just pull that bad boy out some. There. Right there, that's good. Cool. Yes, sir, you're cool this morning. Alrighty. They're all on there, I think. Just keep an eye.
Keep an eye on it. All right.
Any welds break on the door, make sure you let me know if it's, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want anything coming apart.
I gotcha.
Yay! All right, we're still good.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something here in a bit. I'm probably gonna tack that on there so it can't come off. Frame will go underneath there now, will it not? Should. Huh? Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. That's not sitting on that because that just took off from that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to turn that on and put a little tack of weld on it so it can't come off. Does that make sense?
Which spot?
I got a little spot over here, it just kind of slid off, and I don't want it to take off, so I'm just going to tack it on the. Just going to tack it on. I don't know where there's a good piece of metal to hook onto. just want to weld it to the hoist. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
I just want to, you know, we can cut it off after, obviously. Just, I don't want to see it fall off. Not right this second. Maybe later.
Maybe later.
When the body's underneath of it.
Yeah.
Just a little tacky poo. Just a little tack, right? Knock that off. Is not on that by much, but
Oh, yeah.
enough to say I tacked it and I thought it worked. Let's just take a look at it. See if we're safe up front. We're seen to be safe up front. It's not even hitting on this side.
Yeah, it's kind of
Probably should have a piece of wood or something to make it stay put. Don't like walking in the water. My feet's always wet. Hi, you like walking in water? I wish I could walk. See a 2x4 anywhere, sweetheart? Problem with me is I pick them up and I throw them so fast that they're gone. I got a piece of wood right here, Aidyn. Right from the original car.
Huh?
All right, we'll leave that there. Just, I don't know.
Hanging out.
I don't know. Alrighty, we're gonna start cutting the floor out of it.
Cool.
I'm thinking maybe I'll get a pair of vice grips and vice grip that right there, just to make it safer. Get my hat back on. Are we too long, sweetheart? 107. Let's cut a little bit more of the floor out of it, and then they'll have to come back tomorrow and see if it fits. Just gonna do that, Aidyn. What do you think?
Huh?
Ooh.
Get a clamp. Okay.
Just tighten her up a little bit more. Tighten up a little bit more. There. There. Cool. All right, Aidyn. You're going to go get your grinder, and I'm going to give you a place to cut.
Okay.
I'm going to show you what's going on. We need two cords, like 2 scoops of raisins and a package of Kellogg's Raisin Bran. You can tell I used to like cereal. I still do. Whole wheat shreddies. Huh?
Whole wheat shreddies?
Whole wheat shreddies. Remember that commercial? Alrighty. Come take a looky poo poo. This is what I want you to cut. Come this way. See this piece here? I want this piece off. This piece here, you're not going to cut any of that. See how it's not fitting there?
Yeah.
So we're just see how it's going to come over here.
That's got the corner.
More investigation than anything. You just have to cut down there.
Oh.
Don't cut the door. Just cut that piece down. We'll cut this piece here. Let's connect it right there on that inside sill or inside post. So we'll cut maybe on this side. Cut it. You just want to cut it straight through here, Lo. We're straight down through there.
Right where that line started.
Yeah, start that line there, Lo, and then come up here, and then finish this line right here.
Okay.
I got to cut that, and that piece will fall out. Then you'll come to the other side. You'll cut that one. See how that one's going to be cut off? Right straight down with the post.
Yeah.
And then you'll come back here, and you'll cut this one right here, Lo, straight with the post. Right along here, right down on there. Try not to cut the door. If you do, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to go to the back, and I'm going to start cutting out the wheel wells. How's that?
Sounds good.
Sounds good?
Sounds good.
All right. I'm hoping that I got messed up there. You got a grinder disc and a zip wheel.
Got it on this zip
Here,
wheel?
take, huh?
Gotcha.
You got that one if you want.
Thank you.
And I'll use the one back here. Be careful at all times, and if it falls, stand in the middle.
Sounds good. Stand in the middle and crouch down.
Yeah, exactly. Stand in the middle and crouch
What
down.
is that?
I'm going to cut the wheel wells out of it. Actually, maybe I'll just cut this side out with you. We'll go do it together. We'll do it together. anything falls, just remember, like, probably just stay put.
Stay.
It might hit you in the head, but I'm not sure. We're just hoping that the door stays shut. That's all we're hoping.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
I'm almost got this one through.
Almost through, just the top
Yeah.
of it.
Just keep cutting there if you got enough blade. You're just a little bit right there. Can you get in there with it?
I think so. Got it. There we go.
Nothing's falling yet. Little piece in the middle there. See it right there? Little piece right
Gotcha.
there. Hold on to her. Yeah, she starts ranging around like that. Just
Jumping on me.
hold on. Watch that.
Oh, making it look easy jumping.
That's quite a chunk of metal.
Yeah.
And we got one on this side. Are you able to get your blade? See blade in there, right there? Come down through there, are you?
That little
Your blade broke, is it? Make sure your blade's not broke, or I can bend it off.
A bit of fraying on it.
Yeah, okay. We're going right through. Let's see if I can get it, I guess.
Just that corner bit.
We just need a longer blade, that's all.
Yeah, reach in there. Want me to grab one?
Well, see if you can get it with yours. Yours might reach it. See where it's not cut?
All right, right.
So I'm gonna do this. Let me cut this out of the way. Can you get in there better? Get your face. Don't put your face in front of the grinder, okay?
Put it like there.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Just a little bit more. Right at the top, I think. Hold on to her. Coming up. Cut up.
Up more.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
cut
I
up
see it.
more. Yeah. Good. See what happens. Ooh, you're just by inches. There we go. So nothing's coming apart on the outside. No welds on the outside of the door. Let's take a look, just for shits and giggles. Better be safe than sorry. Welds are holding up on the outside of the door. That's basically what's going on. That's going to hold her all in place. You know, once them let go, then we're in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. They seem to be holding on good. Good.
Yeah.
So you can see, if you want to see, I don't know if you want to see or not, see how the this is the inside post that's going on the inside of that floor, that inside sill that we made.
Yeah.
That's going in there, and this one is going in there. It's coming off. It's ugly. We'll straighten them out. We'll clean them up, and then they get welded in there. All this will come out. We'll clean this all out.
So these are going on the outside of those sills, right?
So the outside sill that we have on that floor is going to go right here.
Right against it. Gotcha.
Right. All right, on. All right. Not sure what else I want you to cut. Just a second. We can go back here and start cutting, I suppose. Where did I weld that at? Good. That's welded where the hoist is. Perfect. Perfect. Weld it where the hoist is. Perfect. All right. Just kind of wondering. All right, Aidyn. I'll get you go to the other side. I'll cut this side and you cut the other side.
All right.
Try to do the best job you can. Basically, this is what I want. It's already cut.
Perfect.
Right, and then you're just kind of staying. Leave a little bit of meat that you can. You know, instead of going up on the car,
Oh yeah.
we'll cut down through there like that. And that whole back end is going to fall out of that car. Like it's just going to, you know what I mean?
Through. Cool.
Just kind of wondering if we should cut the. Just kind of see this piece here. Once we cut this out, it's going to start sagging. It's going to start taking off. If we cut,
It's gonna be pulling on that floor. There.
it's going to be pulling on the floor. Exactly what it's going to do, and it's going to be pulling on that inside sill is what it's going to be pulling on. I'm just kind of wondering if we should cut that out now, than later. Because it'll be pulling down on that, you know what I mean? Like all that weight.
Yeah. Versus just flopping out.
All right, there's not much holding it, to be honest with you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to give a slice on this side. There's a piece right here. I'm going to cut right here on this corner. I'm going to just cut it right along here. If you come in here and take a look, see this little hole right there? I'm going to cut it along there,
Yeah.
and I'm going to cut that one along there. And then when we cut the wheel well, it should just fall off. And then we can clean this out later.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. All right, you start cutting your wheel well if you like. Actually, I'm going to put a new blade on. We'll see if we can get drop the back half before we shut her down. Okay. And then what's probably going to happen is, well, it's not probably going to happen. We're going to continue on, and then Jolene will probably get ready and do her thing. She has to go down the house and do her thing, so you can get this one loaded. And then probably what's going to happen is me and Aidyn are going to continue, and hopefully we'll get a little break, and then Jolene will come back up, and we'll continue on getting the body down on, so we can get it all done in one day. And let's take a look at this floor. You can actually look at the floor while we're cutting that. That floor came out absolutely gorgeous. That is a one-day floor that anybody can make. A one-day floor. You got to, you know, if you might as well use the disc that you have there.
Yeah.
Because you just
Sure.
cut through sheet metal. And when you're done that one, you can use the one I had.
Okay.
Cool.
Sweet.
Glad to have you back, Aidyn.
Yeah,
Nice
glad to
have
be
you
back.
Okay?
Yeah, got some red bud. There. Ugh.
Let's go up to about here or somewhere. Leave a little chunk there and then go over there. So it'll hold it and then we can cut it together and let it fall down.
Gotcha.
Instead of having it hang.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah. Hey. All right, continue down.
All right.
Awesome. Watch your toes, eh? If it falls, watch your toes.
Okay, yeah.
If you got steel toes on, I don't think them are steel-toed sneakers, but
No.
I got steel-toed sneakers on.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I do, but
You
they
got
call
the
me
safety.
Captain Safety.
Yeah. I got quick feet. I'll be all right.
Huh? Captain Safety. Fina.
Safety first.
You want to call Fina? She doesn't want to be underneath the car.
Oh, yeah.
Not at all. All right, Aidyn, where are you at? I know you're over here, but
Right there.
just cut down straight with that line. You might as well cut that poopy stuff off. Cut it
Alright.
right straight down, brother. Oh, you're pretty well. That's out. That's done.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's just that.
This is what I'm going to do. Cut your little spot there. Cut that little spot. I'm gonna let you cut that spot. There goes those sparks in there, but then I'm gonna get you to hold it.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll let you cut it because it's gonna fall. I'm gonna hold it for now.
Ready?
Yep. Coming in the front.
All right.
I don't know what's holding it. I guess the back piece here is holding it. Second, I want to take a look.
Yeah.
Got a hold of her?
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. I'm going the other side.
Okie dokie.
Cut mine free, and then we're going down, I think, I hope. All
It
right.
is loose.
I think your end's caught up on your back.
Yeah.
Pull it
There we
out. Oh, just a second.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, let's let her down. Slowly. You caught up on your back still? Try to move it around there. Yep. All right, good. I'm going. Keep her calm, let her down. Just go slow.
There we go. Moving.
Let's walk out your way.
Okay.
Did you want that piece for your car? All right, there we go. We got her cut out. As you can see what's going on there now. She's emptied. Baby said, huh. Well, I don't know if these are right. It don't look like it's level in there, but that's the part where we get to shim it up and make it go level. I'm thinking right now, by the looks of things, we're up higher on this side than we are on that side. But we'll make sure that we leveled up when we put the car in. We'll bring it down the same on both sides on that. Okay. So basically what's going on is this is coming, well, this will get cut off, trim that off, and we'll cut this off. Then we're going to set it down, then we're going to make these posts go to that floor.
Okay.
And the wheel wells will just push in there like that. Then we weld it along here.
Oh, okay.
Cut the excess off.
Cool.
All right, everybody, thank you very much. Did you bring the computer up? That was dusty.
Yeah.
That's right there, but I guess next time, basically what's going to happen is I know I'm yelling, but thanks for coming, Aidyn. I couldn't have done it without you, old brother.
Yeah, I had fun.
And if I did, it would have been a mess. We've got the floor all cut out of it, and you can see why I've cut it out. It's just kind of, it's had its time, it's had its day. And basically, we've got this new floor here we're going on, and we're going to end up sliding them posts down here, clean the post up the best we can, and then we'll apply this floor to that car. So basically, when that body goes down on this car, we'll have a brand new floor. We'll have a brand new inside sill that everything like the quarter panels, when the quarter panels come down, now we got a piece to go into to connect to. If we didn't put the inside, that's a very important piece, is that inside sill. If we did not put the inside sill on, when we put the body down, then we'd have to get underneath the car and make an inside sill so we could apply it. So it's very important to put the inside sill on before you apply the car. And also, when it goes down on, the quarter panels have a place to go. And now when the car goes down, now we know where to push the wheel wells in and weld it to the metal construction here that fits the car. Access will be trimmed off, or we'll use it to apply the fenders. See you tomorrow.